I struggle with it a lot, and people always comment, "You're beautiful," all these things. I know, thank you. I know I'm a pretty girl who's complaining about feeling ugly, but I can't help. I do feel very ugly sometimes, and I have face dysmorphia, I have body dysmorphia, but as I age too, it just gets worse and worse. And I know that so many women have it too, so I know I'm not alone. But the way this little girl said I'm ugly was like, I felt it. I've felt that way before, but to see it, I didn't feel it until I was, I think 17 was probably the first time I started really feeling that way and being like, this, I hate myself because of it.
Really? So what would it be? You'd look in the mirror, or you'd see a girlfriend, or you'd see someone on TV, and then you'd be like, oh, I don't like the way I look?
Yeah, like you just see someone who's beautiful, and you're like, why is God so cruel to have, why I got this? I used to yell at my mom and say, why did you,
No,
I'm not joking.
you did not.
I was like 12, so it probably started younger, honestly, because my sister, it was around the time my sister got really beautiful, which she was in 6th grade and I was in 8th grade. And I remember telling my parents, I'd go, Mom, I remember my mom was doing the dishes and I was just trying to antagonize her because I was just so mad that I was so ugly and my sister was so pretty. And I go, why did you and Dad have sex knowing you could make something as ugly as me?
No, you did not.
I swear to God, I was like, that was irresponsible of you. You have ugliness in your families. You knew this could happen. And my mom
I'm
goes,
not laughing because
no, it's so sad. But it is funny to say that to your own mom. And my mom was offended, obviously. Like, don't say we're ugly and you're ugly. But she would never say, telling a child, you're beautiful, shut up. Like, it doesn't, that's just things parents have to say. So when she would say, she would say, just be happy with what you have. And that always to me was like, you are ugly, so just suck it up.
Oh my gosh. So she wouldn't say you're beautiful?
She would, but I wouldn't believe about that. And I would go, no, I'm not. And she's like, well, then just be happy with what you have, Nikki. And I'd just be like, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to ever settle. So there's this part of me that feels.
I think you had an Instagram post that was like, never settle with your dog, or a dog that you're kissing.
Yeah, that I'm kissing with my dog. Never settle. Because I don't like being average.
Yeah.
I want to be extraordinary. I don't want to walk into a room and not be the prettiest girl, even though that is always the way it is. I understand my limitations in terms of looks. But I truly would do anything to be hot. I would give up my personality to be hotter.
What? Why?
I just think it affords you a better life as a woman.
I understand that.
And I know that's sad to say.
I understand that women who have the beauty card have certain opportunities in life with maybe that are different than women who have a personality or a smarts card or whatever it may be, right?
Yes.
But it doesn't mean they're going to be happy.
No, I know this.
You know
I
what
see
I mean?
miserable models all the time. I'm friends with many of them. It doesn't equal happess.
And they don't think they're beautiful, and there's always someone hotter, and someone's got a bigger butt or bigger boobs.
They're more insecure than any of us, 7s. It is true. 10s are more insecure and think they're uglier than most 7s do.
Why is that?
Because it's heightened. My friend who's a model, she's like, the other day she was talking to me about some guy that made her feel bad about something, her looks, and she was like, and he knows, why would he say that when he knows I'm a model? So I get told I'm ugly every day. And I go, what? You do? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, what do you mean? And it's like, because models are so beautiful, photographers and people that work with them feel like they can put them down so much easier because you're a model. It shouldn't affect you that I think you'll gain 5 pounds, or shouldn't affect you that I think your eyes are too far apart, whatever it is that makes them a model. So they get insulted all the time. And I remember having a therapist one time because I was crying about the same bullshit. She was like, you should be so grateful you're not a model. They're the most unhappy women because. And I don't, unless you have some other thing you're working on, if everything about you is your looks, which I'm saying is I kind of am, I think that looks are that important and I wish I didn't, but I'm going to talk myself out of it now by saying that if everything about you is your looks, it's not a good thing to invest in because the looks are the only thing that are 100% going to fade.
They will.
If you keep going, you're gonna become unfuckable, ladies. You're a dying battery of fuckability, and it's okay, but it's gonna happen. So be okay with yourself, because I've been working on I want to look hot to attract a man, right? Men are just that's how you attract them at first, and then you have a personality, and then they fall in love with you, or they're easy, you talk too much, but. I was focusing so much on my looks to attract a man. I want a man who just always wants to me, is always so attracted to me, he can't keep his hands off me. It's just, but if a man really, if only loves you for the way you look, or it's 90% of it, that 90% is it's going to
fragile.
Go away.
It's fragile.
You will lose it.
They're going to get tired of it too.
Well, you will lose that. If ability will be gone. So
Yes.
if you don't have anything else to connect with that person with, he will leave you for someone more fuckable.
That's it. You have to have. This is what Matthew Hussey talks about, which I know you had Matthew
Love
on.
Matthew.
Great guy.
Ugh,
he
learned
says
so much from him.
You need to have the combo. He's like, hot guys are only so attractive to women for so long. And then if they don't have the combo, which is like, you need to be hot or sexy or beautiful or handsome and, I don't know, something else. It's like got to be two things. You can't just be one. You can't just be smart. You got to be smart and sensitive.
Yes.
You can't just be hot. You got to be hot and a little something else.
You do. You
need
can't
two
just have
things.
You need two things.
You do. And so you've got
That's interesting.
You've got beauty and you've got personality and you've got drive and you've got hustle. You've got a lot of great qualities.
I have too many things. I really do have too many things.
You have too many things. You don't have time for any guys.
I should have 2 personality traits and stick to those, but it doesn't work for me because you're so right.
You need the combo.
I love hot guys. My mom's always been like, Nikki, you just always are thinking about looks. And I'm like, I struggle so much with sexual intimacy with men that if I'm not sold on you right away in terms of how you look, it's really never going to get there for me.
You're not going to be open intimately.
I can't get there. Once I've put you in a place of like, I would have sex with him, I wouldn't. You're staying there forever. And it's really, it's my way of being not open to actual intimacy. So it's like, so few can get in. And the men that I'm attracted to are generally very, very out of my league attractive, probably. And then also, they're not really available. Because that's a thing that I'm attracted to.
They're married or they're...
No, not married.
Not into
that was
intimacy. They're not into intimacy in a relationship.
They're not... They're cheaters. They don't like me.
Why do you attract those men?
Because I'm scared of intimacy. So I'm attracted
Why
to
are you
men
scared
that
of
can't...
intimacy?
I don't know. Trying to figure it out. I'd like to get to the bottom of it.
What's the scariest thing about intimacy for you?
I think if you really... Everyone who's scared of intimacy, which a lot of people are, it's that... You will truly get to know someone and really let them in, and they won't love you for who you are, and they will reject you, and then you don't have, and then you're abandoned.
And then what? Okay, and then what?
And then, my biggest fear of intimacy truly is like, I just have this weird fear. This is just out of nowhere weird, but it's like a real thing. I get scared of sex with men. More than anything, even though it's like all I want and like think about it and I'm motivated by. I'm like a very sexual person, but I don't have sex unless I love someone or like love, whatever that is, unless I'm in a relationship or unless I have been in a relationship with them before where that's like,
right.
But like a new person, I'm very scared to be like sexually intimate with because of, I feel like they'll reject me. I feel like during the thing might become repulsed in some way or hate it.
With them or they'll hate you? No,
with them.
Wow.
Like I'm scared. Like when I've been watching Love is Blind, these girls are always like, before it's revealed and they get to see this guy who they already love.
Right.
And they're going to see him. They're always like, I'm worried if he's going to like me. And I was like, if I were them, I'd be like, what if he's not cute? I will now I can't do it. I cannot be physical with someone unless I'm physically attracted to them. And that is a real problem because, like I said, it's a shallow thing. It goes away. But I also feel like I never want to be in a position with a man where I'm like, I've gotten myself into a sexual scenario that I can't get out of, where I'm like, because I know myself, I like to please people.
So you want to say no, you just keep
go wrong with it.
Thank you for watching this video. If you want more inspiring clips like this, make sure to click right here to subscribe and click right here to watch that next video that is specific to support you in your life.